Namaste and warm greetings from me, Pema. Really happy to be with you all. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Soul Sutras, where we explore yoga from an ancient perspective for modern practice. We gently begin with one of the deepest ideas in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Yoga is not just exercise. It is the joining of body, breath, mind, and awareness into one living whole. In the Himalayas, we often say the mind should become like a still mountain lake, clear, quiet, and able to reflect truth. Patanjali teaches us something very similar. Before we stretch the body, we soften the mind. Before we move, we notice the breath. Before we try to achieve a posture, we arrive fully in the present moment. So today, step by step, we begin Patanjali's way. First, stand with awareness. Second, breathe slowly and feel the body from within. Third, observe your thoughts without fighting them. And finally, move with kindness, not force. This is yoga as wholeness, not body against mind, but body and mind walking together on the same inner path. So take a deep breath, let the chatter settle, and let us begin. A dawn-lit mat beside an open window, and the room wakes like a choir. One breath, one body, one beginning. The voice is calm and close, guiding us gently into the first truth. Yoga is not a performance, but a practice of attention. The modern world rushes, yet the ancient thread asks us to pause, to arrive, to notice. A woman rolls her shoulders beneath the morning light. A man steadies his feet on the floor. Not for perfection, but for steadiness. This is asana, the art of a posture that is both strong and soft. The body becomes a lantern, and a breath that becomes a flame within it. Hold less, listen more. Let effort and ease share the same space. The music softens, and the breath takes the lead. Inhale. Exhale. The chest rises like a tide. The belly settles like water. This is Pratyahara in a simple modern mirror, the drawing back of scattered attention from noise, screens, and endless comparison. Turn inward. Let the senses rest. The room grows quieter, though the world still hums beyond the glass. A sudden twist. The hardest opponent is not the neighbor on the mat or the studio mirror, but the restless mind itself. Old teachings resurface. Ahimsa, non-harming, begins in the way we speak to ourselves. Satya, truthfulness, means naming what is there without drama and without disguise. Aparigraha, non-grasping, means releasing the need to force progress into every breath. The sequence flows again. A lifted arm, a folded shape, a long still pause. Discipline arrives not as punishment, but as rhythm. Tapas, steady practice, is the beat that returns you to the mat even when motivation fades. Swadhyaya, self-study, is the lyric beneath the movement, the patient question, why am I here today? Ishwar Pranidhana, surrender, is the chorus. I do my part and I release the rest. Now the practitioner stands in mountain pose, not dramatic, not grand, but entirely present. The spine lengthens like a vertical line in a song. Balance is not found by freezing, it is found by adjusting. This, my friend, is the spirit of the sutras in everyday life. That's all in this episode. In future episodes, we will discuss more on sutra themes as means to join mind and body, as the very word yoga implies union, mind and body. Dhok from Pema, and be well.